We are at McKinley Chalet Resort. This is Holland America's resort right outside Denali National Park. And today that's what we're doing. We're about to get on our tour bus and we are doing a wilderness tundra expedition of Denali National Park. 5-hour tour, super excited about that. And then when we get back, we're gonna hop on a little plane and go up and see Denali. And we were just told at breakfast that only 30% of the people who come here actually get to see Mountain Denali because there's so much cloud cover. So taking a flight up there, you get to see it. So we're gonna be one of the 30%, and that's pretty cool.
Taking a flight up there is pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. Our chariot for the day. It is an old school bus which has been converted into our tour bus. It says Denali National Park and Preserve, and we're going on our tour. We were told that the windows do come down so we can take pictures or video out the windows if we see wildlife, which fingers crossed we will see.
The state bird of Alaska. They call it the willow ptarmigan.
It is legit snowing out here. This is our first stop on the tour. So there's no bathroom on the bus, but we stop every now and then, like once an hour or so, at these locations that have restrooms and beautiful overlooks. So this is the Talkeetna River. I hope I'm saying that right. And you can hear the water running, see the beautiful mountains. It's snowing. This is crazy. This is epic day.
Great tour so far. We've seen a couple of herds of caribou, which come to find out are the same thing as reindeer. They're just domesticated. What's better than spending the day out in nature that's this beautiful, seeing wildlife walking around and about in its natural habitat? Pretty amazing.
So there's nowhere to stop and eat on this tour, so they give you a snack box and a bottle of water for the 5-hour tour. It's about 1,500 calories, so it should get you through, and we had a big breakfast before we got on. Made one more stop at this beautiful vista to take some pictures, because it's kind of hard to take pictures from the bus. I mean, you can, but it's like usually through a window, so being able to stop and really get pictures is great, because this is a beautiful location. We're literally surrounded in mountains. There's a river running down below us. We saw fresh bear tracks in the snow just a few minutes ago, so that means there is a bear in the area, but we haven't spotted it yet. This has been a great tour. It's very chill, very laid back, but we've seen quite a bit of wildlife.
Yeah, this stop is all about just walking out, seeing the sights, but so you can hear and feel what it's like to be out in the middle of nowhere in the mountains. That's what this stop is all about. And whew, it's powerful, man.
So we mentioned earlier that only 30% of the people see Denali. Throughout the day, she's been pointing out where Denali is. We just can't see it because there's so much cloud cover up there. And she said she, meaning the mountain, makes her own weather and just covers things up. I thought that was cool. So we've seen a lot of animals. We've seen caribou, we just saw moose, we've seen the state bird, which I can't remember its name, Arctic ground squirrels.
Willow ptarmigan.
Yeah, willow ptarmigan. Something like that. But the tour's not over. We're stopping for our second bathroom break, and then we've got about an hour going back. You just never know when these animals are gonna pop up. A couple of things we learned along the way is that this area is called an Arctic desert, so it does not get a lot of rainfall here, very, very little rainfall. It gets a ton of snow, but the snow has very little moisture in it. So she said if you pick up the snow, it'll just kind of dissolve in your hand. You can't make a snowball with it or anything like that because there's no moisture in it. And Denali National Park is the size of New Hampshire. I mean, an entire state, this national park. We're only seeing this much of it. The road itself that we're traveling along, the highest point of elevation that we get to is about 3,900 feet. We go about 40 miles into the national park and then turn around and come back out. There was a rock slide a couple of years ago that took out the road, so that's as far as you can go. Right now they are working on repairing it, but it might be another year or so before it's done. Whenever it is done, this tour will go further. Today is tour day in Denali, so we got back from our 6-hour bus tour around looking at wildlife, which was awesome. And now we have a bus here to pick us up, or a van here to pick us up for a flight seeing tour. We're a little nervous. It's a little plane.
We're a lot nervous.
But we saw one going over the mountains while we were out there. And I was like, yeah, we're going to do that later.
Oh, Lord, what am I doing? Okay, well, we are here at Denali Air Flight Seeing Tours. Our shuttle driver has promised us we were going to be just fine, but cautiously optimistic. We have weighed in. They have stripped us down of the things that we cannot take, which is our backpack.
No backpack.
Full of the stuff that we had in it, so we pulled everything out of it that we need as far as camera gear. And there, we're just waiting our turn.
Pre-flight information speech.
Yeah, they'll call us in, and then we'll have a pre-flight information speech. And then
I hear the plane starting up outside.
Then I don't know. Then I guess we get on a plane, but we will see. Man, that was just crazy. That was crazy cool, but it was a little intense too, because man, those small planes, they wibble wobble in the air a pretty good bit. So you're shaking and moving from all the turbulence, but my God, we were going in between all these mountains, and you could see the glaciers, and we would actually just go all the way up the glacier and just follow it up the mountain.
Crazy.
And you know, he would circle the plane around so the people on the left side could see it. He'd drop the wing on the right side so people could see it. The absolutely incredible, insane views. Like, we were so close to those mountain walls. It was really beautiful. Went to the base, saw the base of Denali. So saw a little bit of that before it went into the clouds, but it's, you know, that mountain is 20,000 feet tall. So we could just see a little bit of it. And it's not a real clear day, but we did get to see quite a bit. So super happy. And super happy that I'm on the ground again.
You're alive.
Yes.
Yeah, we were up in the air for about 75 minutes, so it is a long flight. You know, you look at the price of these flights and you're like, God, that's a lot of money and we're not going to be up there for very long. But we really were. It was a long experience. We got to see a lot. The glaciers were just beautiful, and the polychromic, is that what he called them, mountains?
Yeah.
And so you could see all the different colors that were coming out of the snow.
Color.
Multicolored mountains, yeah. So this is the Alaska Range. Denali is the tallest mountain. Denali is about 90 miles from where we are now, so that's how far we flew. We were totally late for dinner. But you know what? That's just how it goes sometimes with excursions. But we're gonna get in there. Dinner theater, unlimited barbecue, and warmth. Let's go. Our 2 days in Denali are up. Whew, that's a whirlwind. We did so much in 2 days here. But it's the next morning. Our luggage is outside. We are boarding the train. No, sorry, we're boarding the bus to go to Fairbanks today and start a new adventure there. And I think we're going gold panning today. Oh, that smells good. We are at Soapy Smith's. This is a local joint. The owner has already come over and talked to us. He's been here for 30 years. He's got all kinds of Fairbanks memorabilia up on the walls.
Interesting guy.
Very interesting guy. Unique menu, and they have something I've never seen before. It is a king crab burger. So it's basically, they call it a fancy fish sandwich. And, you know, we really like our filet of fish from McDonald's, so we'll see if we like this too. I'm sure we will. Jason loves crab, king crab, and it's $26. I mean, where else are you gonna get king crab for $26? And a bowl of clam chowder.
I can't believe she just said we love our filet of fish sandwiches from McDonald's. She's totally throwing us under the bus.
We do.
You know, cannot lie.
Good and creamy. The more I eat, the more I like it. You know, and today is one of those days. It's cold and rainy out. A hot bowl of soup is good. It's definitely not my favorite, best clam chowder I've ever had, but it's a good bowl chowder.
All right. I'm very excited about king crab sandwich. This is gonna be better than the fish fillet.
Nice looking sandwich to me. It is a delicious looking crab patty right there with some lettuce, tomato, and mayo. And I'm gonna try it without ketchup. Oh, I'm gonna put ketchup on my fries, but I like to dip my fish sandwiches in ketchup also. But I'm gonna try this without the ketchup. That's a great little sandwich right there. And small portions, because we cut it in half. Washing it down with a Talkeetna, I can't pronounce that very good, Talkeetna Alaskan IPA.
Talkeetna?
Talkeetna is a river, glacier-fed river in the Denali Mountain area, in the National Park area. But this is good.
Hey, I'm Nick Stepovich. I was born and raised here, and I am the proud owner of Soapy Smith's Pioneer Restaurant. We call this my living room. I come from a large Alaskan family, prominent, we like to say. But let me give you some of the ins and outs of my family. My grandpa came into Klondike of the 1890s. He's right here with all the founders of Fairbanks. They're all the old timers right there. And then my dad, my father, was our governor. And here he is, right here, on the cover of Time magazine. My father was instrumental in statehood. I have pictures of Dad with Nixon, all the U.S. senators, all through the walls. And then you see him right here. And I was the only one. My mother is the hero of the story. My mother had 13 of us. I'm the only one not born in Fairbanks, and I was born when Dad was governor. You can see it right here. And then here's my mom with the first of 13 children. And there she is holding the 49th star. Very proud of our family. I have pictures of all Alaska, my grandmother's first day in town on the other side here. Will Rogers and Wiley Post before they crashed. All kinds of Alaska. I invite you to come by sometime.
It is a beautiful rainy day in Fairbanks. It's a little warmer here than it was in Denali, but the rain is supposed to clear up. The sun is maybe gonna come out, fingers crossed it will, but we were told that tomorrow when we get to Dawson City the weather's gonna be beautiful, so yay! Right now we are at Gold Dredge number 8 here. The Alaska pipeline runs through here. We're also going to learn some history of the Yukon and the gold rush and everything that happened in that time period, and we even get to pan for gold, and we get to keep the gold if we find it, so that's pretty neat. This is not just a metal pipe. This is the actual Alaska oil pipeline. This is just a section of it that's outside of the ground. Most of it is underground, but you can see, I'll show you in a second, where it comes from the ground and is above ground, and it ran a little ways down the road above ground as well. The tour is not started yet. I'm just telling you what I have heard so far, but we will get more information as the tour begins.
All right, this is Dave. We're here in Alaska with Lisa and Jason. They are the best host of any YouTube channel anywhere in America and the world. Please hit that subscribe button. And hold on, should I not mention, Elisa, that you're the first YouTube video professionals I've ever met? Well, you guys are the best. Hit subscribe.
Okay, so we got a history lesson on the pipeline. And cool thing is our tour guide is actually a history teacher at the high school, so he gave us an abbreviated version. Basically, there are 500,000 gallons of oil flowing through this pipeline at any time. It goes from the very top of Alaska all the way through to the south of Alaska to Valdez. Most of it is underground, but there are parts that are elevated like this, and that is because of the permafrost. Oil puts off a lot of heat, so they cannot go underground where there is permafrost because it will melt the ground and make really bad things happen to the pipeline and everything else around it. So you'll see elevated parts like this, and there's about 300 miles of the pipeline that's elevated. So that is a super abbreviated, less than a minute lesson on that pipeline. And now we are boarding a train, open air train, for the second part of the tour. And there's some gold in there, hopefully.
Oh.
Cheers.
Okay, my friend helped me clean it out a little bit. Look, I got gold, y'all. There it is, right there. Elisa's over here working on hers right now.
I got a late start.
She got a late start because she was filming me, but she wanted me to go first. So just touch it.
Yep.
Complimentary, of course.
And then just tap. Yep. There you go.
All right.
Panning for gold here. I'm dipping. I've got just a little silt left.
Did a bare skin, I call it, between the gravel and the edge of the pan. But I like the way you're rinsing those rocks off in the water. Doing really good. Now this resets the gold, and if we had a pan made of glass, I could show you. The gold is right here in this crevice now.
Okay.
So if you want a measurement, there's that much dirt on top of that gold.
Okay.
So now grab a hold of this. After the water leaves, try to hold that angle and then dip and lift. Resist the urge to pull the, perfect.
Okay.
Don't pull the lip up, just let the water come in like a little wave out of the ocean. Pick up just the very top layer, carry it right back out. You dip, dip, dip your way to riches.
Top 20 pan right here.
Top 20.
Top 20, there it is.
She got more gold than I did.
Yeah.
So we take all the little gold nuggets, gold flecks that we find, and we put them in one of these little film canisters, and then we're gonna take them inside and they're gonna weigh them for us. So I've got one and Jason's got one. Competition to see who got more gold.
Well, I know you.
It's gonna be me.
You all the gold.
I know, they gave me some extra gold. But we can,
That was fun.
they're gonna tell us how much it's worth, and then we can choose to make, put it in some jewelry or just keep the gold flecks, whatever we want to do with it. Right, that's got some definite heft to it. That's heavier than you think it is. That's got some real weight to it.
What's it? How much it weighed?
19 ounces. So what he said, about 1.5 pounds? That's heavy.
Lisa's turning them in individually because she wants to see who wins. Everything's a competition. I usually win at everything, but when it comes to this kind of thing, it takes a little more finesse, and she's got a little more finesse. Lisa's got $21. That's pretty good. She had a little help though. Don't even. She has some help.
Yeah, just a little bit, but still, $21 for the gold. Let's see what Jason got.
I'm gonna say I got $8 worth. Oh, he said that's actually a good guess. I'll say $8. Come on, go $8. Her bag had more gold in it. Yeah, it's just luck of the draw. And the verdict is almost in. It's not even registering. It's $0. All right, I was super close. My guess was $8. It was $9. Yeah, Lisa got $21 worth. We got $30. Now, what do we do with it?
We can cash it in and get 30 bucks, or I can put it into a charm and keep it as a souvenir.
What would you do?
Gain money or spend money?
Spend money.
So they tell you what the gold is worth, but you can't actually sell it here, so that's not an option. So we either keep the gold flecks like they are, or we can make them into a piece of jewelry or something. Gotta make a decision. I'm scared if we just kept them like this, we'd lose it.
But we don't want jewelry. I just keep it like that. We'll find a nice little something to put it in.
Yeah. Hot chocolate time. Cookies and hot chocolate on a cold day. Yes, please.
And gold.
And gold.
What is that?
This is a blue fox.
Oh, wow. It's so soft.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's a mix between a silver fox and a Arctic fox. I have a silver fox back there if you want to see him as well. He's kind of
so
cool.
soft.
Yeah.
I've got them available in real gold. If you want a better quality, 14 karat doesn't tarnish. That's white gold. Chains included. That's the real deal here.
I'm gonna wear it today though.
All right, just lean forward. There you go. Here's them later. Okay. That's to keep it from banging around.
That was a way cooler experience than I thought it was going to be. I mean, you read the details of what you're going to do in a tour, and you're like, oh, this is cool. When you get there and experience it, sometimes things are better than you're expecting, and this was. So I didn't exactly know what it would be panning for gold, but that experience and thinking this is how people did it all those years ago, and actually getting gold out of a bag of rocks, that's pretty cool. I liked it. We're at the Westmark Hotel in Fairbanks. Our luggage was waiting for us when we got here. So what's neat about these tours is all the hotels we go to are owned by Holland America. So the McKinley Chalet Resort in Denali, this hotel and the other hotels that we're gonna be staying at, all the transportation's owned by Holland America, so it's very seamless. Your luggage goes where it's supposed to go and you don't even have to be with it. So we're here. We opted out of any additional excursions. There's a lot of things you can do here. Some people are going to a salmon bake. There's a natural hot spring here right outside of Fairbanks. But honest with you, these tours can be tiring. So you're packing up and moving, You're busy on the go the whole time. And tonight we just needed a break. So we are in for the night. We had a really good dinner. The food downstairs was excellent. We had a great dinner. We're nice and full. We got our dessert to go in case we can eat it later because we were too full to have it downstairs. We're about to put on our PJs, put on some Netflix, and chill for the night because we have to be up for 7:30. Leave the hotel at 7:30 to fly to Dawson City tomorrow. So that's a wrap for Fairbanks. If you're new to our channel, be sure and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. See you next time. Bye.